anabata His Royal Highness Eze Ekechi Chukwu.
Anyị ga-abata ebe a. Obi aṅụrị wee soro ọ dị mma nwa m. Onye isi ala bụ Muhammadu Buhari na ọ nọ n'Ebonyi steeti na ụbọchị taa. O juru m afọ n'ihi na ọrụ juru afọ ka o kwere bịawa. Nwoke dị ike na-achị anyị n'Ebonyi a bụ onye na-enwe mmekọrịta ya na ndị mmadụ na-enweghị ikpe oke. Ọ na-asọpụrụ iwu, na-asọpụrụ mmadụ ibe ya. Ọ makwa na prezidenti a bụ nwoke dị ike. Ya ejiri nwayọọ dọtụ onwe ya n'ala n'ihi nwoke na-achọ n'ihe ọ ga-adọtụ onwe ya n'ala. Anyị na meto gọvanọ anyị n'ihi na ọ dị ike webatara anyị prezidenti a n'oge a nke ụwa na-achọ ya. Ya bụrụ steeti anyị ka ọ bịara aka kelee gọvanọ anyị onye na-arụ ihe anyị hụrụ n'anya. Ọwụ stadiọm anyị nọ ọ tụgo oyi. Ọ na ịmaghị na ihe a bụ nnukwu ihe mere Ebonyi steeti. Ana m asị ya ya jidekwe nke o ji kama anaghị arị olu ọjị na nkịtị. Otu ọ na-abịa be anyị ihe ahụ dị ya mkpa ya rịọwa ya tọọrị ọnụ n'ala na ọ ga-emere anyị ya. Ana m asị prezidenti daalụ ịbịa gị na nwunye gị. Ọ ga-adịrị unu na mma, ọ ga-adịrị Ebonyi steeti na mma. Ọbịbịa unu ga-ewetara anyị iwu ọma, ọbịbịa unu ga-ewetara anyị chi ọma. Anyị na-asị ka taa dịrị anyị deme deme. Ndewo m ọnụ iji nke ahụ wee bụrụ Odoziakụ Cecilia Akanụ. Odoziakụ Cecilia Akanụ bụbụrụ onye isi oche nke otu bọọdụ hụbụrụ maka ụlọ ọrụ anyị EBBC.
I just wanna say thank you, Jehovah. I are the worker, lady, what to do? Father, 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 Adi Kwamuloya, Father, 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 Opa kisi ni keburu bibua. Kisi ni kabu kebua. Male, anam ni rugi. Kamke toke ni meki.
Igbo niile.
Wetin dey make Ebonyi fine o? just dey tell them say, na Jesus dey make us fine. People they ask us say, Ebonyi, wetin dey make you fine? I just dey tell them say, na Jesus dey make me fine. Ebonyi people they jealous us say, and Ebonyi wetin dey make you fine? We just dey answer them say, oh, na Jesus dey make me fine. Che, I dey fine, I dey fine, I dey fine. I dey fine, I dey fine, fine, fine. I just dey tell them say, now Jesus dey make me. Ebonyi dey fine, I dey fine, I dey fine, I dey fine. Ebonyi dey fine, we dey fine, fine, fine. They won't. I just dey tell them say, now Jesus dey make me fine. Una see better soup, only Nigeria better soup na money killer. That's where they find out. You get something where they make them fine. And when you not see better soup na money killer. Any state where find like Ebonyi, now something they make them fine. Una see all those flyovers na money they take you them. Open the route of na Jesus they make us fine. It's not so let's see them try you. Na so Ebonyi go they fine. Nigeria we just they tell them say, na Jesus they make me fine. Anyway when you enter in Ebonyi, there must be a project going on there. If it is not a concrete base road, there must be electrification there. Yes, sir. Ebonyi is the most beautiful state, country of His Excellency. Ebonyi not the dirty at all, because our environmental are working. People they jealous of say, and the Ebonyi waiting they make you fine. We just they tell them say, now Jesus they make me fine. His Excellency our dear President, Muhammadu Buhari, you are a wonderful president, Ebonyi. We love you so much, Ebonyi loves you much. That's all. People they ask us say, why the president choose to come first in Ebonyi? We just they tell them say, now Jesus they make us so. Ebonyi they fine, we dey 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 fine, fine, fine. I just they tell them say, now Jesus they make me fine. Ebonyi they fine, we dey 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 fine, fine, fine. Ebonyi state, I just they tell them say, now Jesus they make me fine.
masses ndị niile ga-eso gbaa egwu ọdịnala unu jikere we will begin to usher in some of the cultural troops here. Get ready. The Hausa group, the Yoruba group, the new troop as council Ebonyi, and of course our group, the Catholic community group. Take care. I wish to invite ndị otu egwu na-anọchite anya nzukọ nsọ Catholic. Biko unu na-abịa nso ka nwakọrọ na-akụpụ egwu ka anyị ga-anabata ndị otu egwu a kpọrọ St. Paul and
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. President Muhammad waiting patiently for the arrival of the president. The president is already in Ebonyi State, but we are waiting for his arrival here at the Abakaliki Township Stadium. Mr. President, you are welcome to Ebonyi State, the land of hope, the salt of the nation that was the state that was transformed from the dust of the nation to the salt of the nation, the state of agriculture, the state that God has decided to give us the Grand Master of infrastructure, the man who has in 2 years changed the face of Ebonyi State. Mr. President, you are welcome to Ebonyi State, the salt of the nation. In case you just tuned in, you are live on television, Salt Television and Salt FM. While we are waiting for the arrival of the president here at the Abakaliki Township Stadium, we promise you to bring you every details of what is happening here today as they unfold. If you are not here, do not worry. We are going to bring you every details. You would not even feel the fact that you are not here, because every damn thing, everything that happened here today, we are going to be bringing them to your notice. Ebonyans are looking forward with excitement to see the presidential motorcade grace the smooth roads in Ebonyi land, which are some of the governor's legacy projects. Ebonyans cannot wait to see Mr. President step his foot on the rich cultural destination called Ebonyi State. Ebonyans cannot wait to see the president rate the governor's rich scorecard in all spheres of leadership. This is a man who has tried so hard, who has changed the face of Ebonyi State in just 2 years. Things that other people are still battling to do, things that other governors did not do in 8 years. In just 2 years, he has transformed everything. Abakaliki Township Stadium is an example, an eloquent example of some of the achievements of this administration under the leadership of Engineer David Mweze Umahi. The twin flyover Ebonyans cannot wait to see the presidential stamp on the famous Ebonyi Mall that is modeled after the famous Dubai Mall. President Buhari is expected to lay a foundation stone on that mall, which he will also come back to commission within the next 12 months, hopefully. Ebonyans are indeed excited with the administration of Engineer David Umahi. This man has written his name in the sands of time. This is the first time in 10 years that the #1 citizen of this nation is visiting Ebonyi State on a working visit. This is amazing. It is a testimony. It is a testimony of one of the wonderful works of this great man. It is the testimony of one of the great work of this Grandmaster of Infrastructure, and it is a testimony of the good working relationship between Ebonyi State government and the federal government.
President Muhammadu Buhari.
Get ready. Get ready. Watoro divine mandate. Yake na nonia. Yake na nonia. Okibe.
Buhari kwa yongeto. Awa bawa kia pe. Awa bawa. Mbone boy. I got number tagi kaisi anaba tammadu ne boy. Because Ebonyi known for hospitality. Our loving president. President ehuru anyị n'anya nke ukwuu. Mgbe ọbụla Ebonyi kpọrọ gị ka ị na-aza ha. Ya mere ndị isi n'ọkwa ayọ ngeto. Awa bawa kia pe. Awa bawa. Eze gide kwa na gide buo. Towe dive meme robo. Awodo bomba. Teme na wea. Iya meka bada.
2 minutes.
Eze gide kwa ya gide iyo. Towe dive meme robo. Awodo bomba. Teme na wea. Iya meka bada. Dem bafuru na atuta je dubube. Ebonyi State I bafuru ne mu ma bafuru na me atuta je dubube. Obia bureze Jesus ike gede obere ogba molemba Mama maburu name atudade dubube.
1 minute more.
Maburu name atudade dubube. Obia burese Jesus ike gede obere agwa molemba.
That was the lamb. That was Onyebuchi Oreke. That was the chairman, P-man, Ebonyi State, in his best. The way he used to do it, he has done it. He will continue to do it until infinitum. Thank you very much, sir. Your Excellencies, the time has come for us to digress a little to the right and a little to the left. The hour has come for us to get this program, get another spice. Spice in the sense, the Igbo man says, Atatuake, Setatokwa. Kanna anabata ndị otu egwu ọdịnala dị iche iche ka na-eme konomata na ndị egwu anyị kpọrọ ka nkụ mana ha nọkwa ebe a bụ Igbo Ezue Social Cultural Organization otu ndị Igbo Igbo Ezue Kwezue nu ọdịmma ndị Igbo niile announcing the arrival of the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Ebonyi State House of Assembly Otogbe Igwe 1 of Isokoma, Right Honorable Chief Barrister Odefa Obasi Odefa Leya ka ọ batara na ngura ana m anabatakwa Senator Ngijingele ọ dị ebe a enyanwụ isi anyị na-asị gị nnọọ gị na ndị otu unu Chief Elias Mbam ọ nọkwa n'ụlọ a nna anyị ukwu anyị na-asị unu deje Ebonyi steeti na-eme anyị na-anabata ọkaibe anyị na-anabata onye isi ala anyị Nigeria nwoke bịara ọchịchị ihe niile wee dị mma bụ His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari GCFR ọ bụ ya nọ na Ebonyi steeti ya na nwunye ya Aisha Buhari iji wee kelte oke n'ihe ọma na-akpa anyị ihu na Ebonyi steeti n'okpuru His Excellency Engineer Chief Dr. David Nwezomahi ọ bụ gọvanọ ndị ọzọ niile n'ala Igbo anyị mara ndị Anambra steeti n'ebe a ndị steeti Imo n'ebe a steeti Abia ndị steeti Ebonyi n'onwe ha tinyekworo ndị steeti nke dị iche iche ndị nọ n'agbata obi anyị ugbu a anyị chọrọ ka anabata ndị otu egwu ọdịnala ndị mbụ na mbụ ga-akụrụ anyị egwu wee bụrụ ndị otu egwu St. Patrick Cultural Dance. But shortly before that, let me recognize my colleague, Maucheleba, my own brother, but not from the same mother, the man who have found favor in communicating to all and sundry in English language, borrowed language. Yes, I mean it. For the benefit of those who are not getting communicated in what we are doing here today, day number 14, month number 11, 2017, here at the ultra-modern digital stadium, Abakaleke, single-handedly completed, furnished, and transformed by His Excellency, David Nwezomahi. I am talking about no other person than the Chief Press Secretary to the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State, a comrade, a journalist, a spokesman, a commander of the microphone. Monday, Uzo, greet your people.
Thank you very much. Ebonyi people, hello. May I warmly welcome you to this very special event and to bring you a message that His Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari GCFR, will be here any moment from now. Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari Inyoma 1 of Ebonyi State will be here in the next few minutes. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome our dear brothers from the National Assembly. From the Green Chambers of the National Assembly, I welcome Honorable Chief Lazarus Ogbe, representing Eza South and Ikwo Federal Constituency, and Honorable Anayo Edwin Wong Anatex, representing Eza North and Ishelu Federal Constituency. I welcome former Minister of State for Power and Steel, Chief G.O. Obaga. Ezudo, you are most welcome. Please, the cultural group.
Una no la rondiana batara. Anatex. Ana sunu no. Were kele kwazi. Nuku mado lazo be. Odogwu nwoke. Ole ndị egwu a, ndị Yoruba na ebe a, ndị Hausa nọ. Mana ndị ga-ebu ụzọ gba egwu bụ ndị St. Patrick. Mee ya ka ọ bụrụ egwu. 2 minutes.
Ayarima egwe chiraza ayarima o. Kwanala ekene awawe chukwemela chukwubiakwan onye na-eme mabunu Jesus aga na-agwọli akwa gị mere onye zọbụla chukwubiakwanala ekene chukwemela chukwubiakwanala remember bunu Jesus aga na gwala kwa gị mele Ebonyi ọmakama chukwubiakwanala ekene chukwemela onye na-eme ma nwoke obiọma ibi lụrụ ụwa ya bụ ya na-ede o ibi mele Ebonyi nọ ya na-ede o ibi mele Ebonyi nọ ya na-eme chukwubiakwanala ekene chukwemela chukwubiakwa chukwemela chukwubiakwanala ekene chukwemela chukwubiakwanala ekene chukwemela chukwubiakwanala oh chukwemela chukwubiakwanala ekene nakitani no money no nenu wa o nakitani no money no nenu wa o nakitani no money no nenu wa o onye bụ na tinye tụna ka ọ na-eme onenu magana kinya ka isuwo ọkwekwe ya onye kpọrọ ọba ya mkpọkọlọ onye kpọkwa ọba ya mkpọkọlọ agbatomi ihe nwere ya kpola afịfịa alụọ na anwụ ya eriela ndo alụọ na anwụ eriela ndo alụọ na anwụ ya eriela ndo alụọ na anwụ eriela ndo Ebujolu o ojolu n'aka ojolu n'aka ebujolu o ojolu n'aka ebujolu no ojolu ayoba ala ojolu okporo ụzọ na ala ojolu n'aka nakidani no money no n'ụwa o nakidani no money no n'ụwa onye tinye uche na ka ọ na-eme onye n'ụwa o onye bụ na tinye uche na ka ọ na-eme n'ụwa maka na nke na-ekwe isi ụgwọ ọkwenkwenụ ya onye kpọrọ ọba ya mkpọkọlọ onye kpọkwa ọba ya mkpọkọlọ agbatobi ya nwere na kpola abịbịa alụọ na anwụ ya erie na ndo alụọ na anwụ erie na ndo alụọ na anwụ ya erie na ndo alonangu elenando alonangu elenando onye gemelanyo kanye devo mai onye gemelanyo onye gemelanyo kanye devo mai even Mama Gwenda Mede, even Malameko, even Malameko, and by Obazo, I don't hear as Madontia, as Madontia, as Madontia, Nequil Madontia, Nequil Madontia, Nequil Madontia, Nequil Madontia, Nequil Madontia, Nequil Madontia, and by Obazo, I don't hear as Madontia, as Madontia, as Madontia, as Madontia, Madon, Onganga, Onganga, oye, se va, onganga, oye, se va, onganga, oye, onganga, oye, onganga, oye, se va, 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 onganga, se va, onganga, se bye, Obaso, I don't hear, as Madontia, as Madontia, as Madontia, as Madontia, they will 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 Madontia, Ganga, Ondatia, Adotia, as Madontia, 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 they will 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 Madontia, Bambanga, Olandia, as Andangane, Ungalabangri, Sandangri, Zandamala, as Madontia, as Madontia, Bambanga, Zambangri, Zambangala, Zambangri, Zandibingine, Nandamama, Gilibingine,
mangala sayo oyeza uno benu muso amali nyama mbuno tiyo ma onye kemuo onye gadele ma o uno benu muso onye gadele ma ma onye kemuo onye gadele ma o mama obasu I don't hear asima don't hear anaya don't hear anaya don't hear nzamangala ngala mangili meze ngala mangili meze ngala ngala mala oba asima don't hear mamangala nzamangile nzamangala mangili meze ngala mangili meze ngala mangili meze ngala ngala mangile nzamangili meze mba Ibeka ogini unu kana junu odo Ebe na-efefe ojele na-asụ oyibo Ebe na-efefe ojele na-asụ oyibo Lebi menu nwanne gị oje ebe na-akpa
1 minute more. As I announce the arrival of Dr. Steve Ebo. By the grace of God, Steve Ebo is the Director of Administration, Nigerian Television Authority. Steve Ebo, you are welcome, sir. You and your entourage. You are watching live the St. Patrick Cultural Dance, Piri Piri Abakaleke, from the Catholic community. Final. Thank you very much, St. Patrick. I wish to invite a cultural troupe from Hausa community. Cultural troupe from Hausa community. Thank you, St. Patrick. Thank you very much. Eguna, thank you. But before that, let me hear from my brother, Mondozo.
Let me use this opportunity to welcome the pioneer speaker, Ebonyi State House of Assembly, distinguished Senator Barrister Julius Aliocha. Distinguished Senator, you are most welcome to this event.
Inolano na onye mbụ na mbụ bụrụ ọnụ kwụrụ ụlọ nzukọ Ebonyi State bụ distinguished Senator Aliocha nọ n'ebe a. Nnukwu mmadụ anyị na-asị gị nnọọ. Biko ị na-elepụ anya ụgbọelu nshikọ na-efegharị aghara aghara na-egosi anyị na onye isi ala anyị nọ nso. Ozi na-emekụ n'ụmata bụ na mgbe o jiri ọkara wee gata elekere mbụ nke ehihie taa na-echikwasara onye isi ala anyị Muhammadu Buhari echichi pụrụ iche bụ ndị Ebonyi steeti. Taa ọ na-azazi enyi ọha wan enyi ndị Ebonyi. Biko nụ onye ọbụla nọ n'ama egwuregwu a kụọrọnụ Muhammadu Buhari aka. Kụọrọnụ ya aka. Put your hands together for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ngwaka ikuzi aka maka His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer Chief Dr. David Umahi. Kụọrọnụ ya aka. Bonia Ekubaraha. Onye kwere n'ihe dị etu a ga-eme na o meela taa abalị 14 n'ọnwa nke 11 n'afọ 2017. O mere n'ọgba anyị, o mere n'ihu m. Ka anyị lelee ndị otu egwu sitere na mgbago ugwu Hausa bụ ndị nọ n'Ebonyi steeti. Egwu ha ji adabata nwanne anyị niile, nwa ha nwoke. Hausa community, let's watch you. Nwanna ya kyao sosai. Ya kyao. Ya kyao. Onye mela mkpọtụ dere du ebe ọbụla ị nọ. Amamihe m ga-agwa ha ebido wee kụba egwu. Shiga start. Eh? Oh, then they wait for DJ. Okay, then they wait. Omeno. Community, get ready. Ebonyi State Honorable Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Honorable Chief Barrister Mrs. Ogechi Obaga, Barrister Mrs. Elizabeth Ogechi Obaga, Commissioner for Culture and Tourism. National anthem, Kala in Nigeria, and now go see an answer to Igbo. Then you matter me as council. Commissioner, you are welcome. To allow in Nigeria. Permanent Secretary Emeritus, Organic Economy. easy. Put your hands together for the Hausa community. Music to welcome our brother, the president. Jesus. What those of that hatra ya mama ga on the levino. Ole Monday biko bia ka nwane ha. Opia. I'm not seeing it very well. Put your hands together for the Hausa community. They laugh once through the Kereka Hamane. Akanchawa, where are you? Are you there? Akanchawa.
Thank you very much, our brothers and sisters from the Hausa community. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Akanchawa, are you ready? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Put your hands together for the Hausa community for that wonderful performance. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this opportunity to welcome Her Excellency, the wife of the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State, Chief Mrs. Etel Nena Igwe Nneche Jemba of Ebonyi is here with us. Mommy, you're most welcome. May I also welcome my dear brother and friend from Ebonyi State University, Professor Obonnaya Obu. Prof, you're welcome. Akanchawa, you have 3 minutes and your time starts now.
Una nolania no nebabu Okammụta Obonnaya Obu site na ụlọ akwụkwọ mahadum nke Ebonyi State dị na Abakaliki. Ya mere ka ndị egwu si mpaghara Hausa na-apụ ebe ha ji gbuo mma ha ji mma wee bọọ onwe ha, mana onwe ha ọbara ọbụna si ya n'ahụ wee pụta, mana ejiri otu mma ahụ wee bee orome wee bee kukumba, ha niile wee daa onye laba. Ọkwa taa ka ọ na-eme n'ama egwuregwu ọgbara ọhụụ akpọrọ Abakaliki Township Stadium. Nnabata onye isi ala ya Nigeria Muhammadu Buhari, enyi ọha, enyi ndị Ebonyi, ya bụ echiche echiri ya taa.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I inform you that His Excellency Mr. President will soon be here. Want to thank you for your support, want to thank you for your patience, and to inform you that he will be here with you any moment from now. As I welcome the Right Honorable Speaker of Ebonyi State House of Assembly, Chief Francis Obonnaya Nwifuru is here with us. Mr. Speaker, you are most welcome. I would like to also welcome His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State of Nigeria, Barrister Eric Kelechi with PhD. Your Excellency, once again, I welcome you. Mr. Speaker, I welcome you also. Thank you very much.
Ebonyi State bụ Francis Obonnaya Nwifuru na ọwụchiela ka ọ na-abata ka anyị na-anabata nwafọ nke abụọ na Ebonyi State ma bụrụ osote gọvanọ na-achị Ebonyi State bụ Dr. Eric Kelechi Igwe. Lee ha na-abụ ka ha na-ewere oche. Bikonu o rukwanụ n'omeme ole ndị aka nchawa mee ya ka ọ bụrụ egwu miniti na-abụ.
Engineer Devil Mayo Kuloka. Devil no one already on a boy state and you would get the piano. He says, "Let's see, no one want that cable. I don't know, I can't book it. Devil Maye. Lashina Kuluna Monya Paria. Ashina Kuluna Monya Paria Devil. Deme ona ni himela maka email na wana mamere wane ya devu ni meria odobuji legwe giji o devu na bambo ko dozi Ebonyi anyi o devu na bambo ko dozi Ebonyi anyi o devu Maye na bambo ko dozi Ebonyi anyi o onyamo na kwado ya ko dozi Ebonyi anyi o devu na bambo ko dozi Ebonyi anyi devu na bambo ko dozi Ebonyi mama, omara monagio. Udone siba maloma, omara monagio. Ebonyi anyi mama, omara monagio. Udone siranda batu maloma, omara monagio. Onyabona kwado ya godoze Ebonyi. Ebonyi mama, odoze monagio. Ebonyi mama, monagio. Ebonyi is mama, omara monagio. Oyabona tunyaka godoze Ebonyi. 2019, Devil Maye kanyi geso. Devil Maye kanyi geso. 219, Devil Maye kanyi geso. Eza not, Devil Maye kanyi geso. Ebonyi state in Devil Maye. Ago hayi melaka
Wednesday. The Honorable Commissioner for Works and Transport in Ebonyi said, Dr. Kenneth Obala is also here. Internal Security.
The arrival of the Ebonyi one of Ebonyi State, the mother of the state, Chief Mrs. Rachel Ogonna Omahe. You're welcome to the Abakaliki Township Stadium, ma'am. And we also want to welcome into this arena the wife of the former governor of Ebonyi State, Chief Mrs. Eunice Okamaka Egwo.
All women, get ready.
In less than 2 minutes, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will arrive via Abakaliki Township Stadium.
Akajawa begin to summarize. So to cover on where we go.
Put your hands together. Kaina Batandio Trebu Divine Call. Women. Kansulimo Bodo Ebonyi. Kamaranke Hachibia Mondozo.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome former acting National Secretary of PDP, Chief Barrister Onwe Solomon Onwe. Your most welcome.
On the honor Webabo comrade Chinedu Oga. Kelea Chinedu Oga.
Managing Director and Chief Executive Chief Boy is here. Comrade Chinedu Oga OON.
On the honor Ebonyi Soche Kansulimo Bodonicha. Engineer Mayor Kelea.
Please we continue with the recognition after this music. After this cultural dance. You're welcome, sir.
I'm your girl. Oh, my boy, oh, my boy, oh, my boy, devil, my boy. Say, I want to go to Comeka. Oh, my boy, your mama. Leave a long way. Never cry. Leave a long way. I never make a hay. They can be good. No wishing me out. And I do it by a candy bank. They can be good. No wishing I am a lotia, but I spoke no wishing my just I am a lotia. Oye no chiruka Ebonyi require.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome the chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council, His Royal Majesty, is the Charles of Kuma, is the Kurubala of the Zamasiko. We'd like to also welcome the Commonwealth Ambassador, Dr. Gideon Ossi, GOC, former coordinator of Chopi, Southeast Zone, Comrade Ikechukwu Okore, former SSA, former SDF,
Township Stadium here in Abakaliki.
Thank you. Ja pụtara na ọgwụla. Divine call. Ja egwula. Ekele. Tụtụkọ. Thank you very much. Osugono, ono ndebe. Ekweji anabata onye isi ala anyị Nigeria. Ekweji anabata ụmụ afọ Nigeria gba gburugburu. Thank you. Ngwano, Ola. Thank you very much. Thank you. Unu emeela. Biko no kọrọ no ha aka nyenu m igwe okwu m unu emejiri na. Anyị na-ekele ụmụ nwaanyị Divine Call. Ndị si kasụl ime obodo Ebonyi soro keta oke n'afọ a. Na nnabata a na-enye nna anyị n'ala Nigeria Muhammadu Buhari, enyi ọma nke mbụ na mbụ na Ebonyi steeti. Enwee na-eme ka unu mata ebe ọ bụ na ndị eze anyị abatala, ebe na ndị eze anyị ahụchiela, nke a na-egosi anyị na ọ gaghịzi ete aka ọ bata n'onwe ya bụ His Excellency onye isi ala Nigeria GCFR Muhammadu Buhari n'ama egwuregwu Abakaliki Township Stadium. Ịbịa bata kelee ụmụafọ Ebonyi steeti, ịbịa bata kọọ akụkọ ọma maka ikuku ọma kụrụ taa na Ebonyi steeti, n'ihi na ihe na-emetụbeghị na mbụ emeela taa, wee na-eme ka mata na ọ batala bụ eze ndị eze na Ebonyi steeti, His Royal Highness Eze Charles Mkpoma, Eze Gburugbala nke ịtọ na Ezama Kingdom. Ọ batakwara ebe a bụ His Royal Highness Eze Lazarus Omahi, bụ eze adụ nke ịtọ n'okpuru Ọhazara. Ọ batara ebe a bụ eze Akpandu Okoro Ibom eze nke ịbụa n'okpuru Ọhazara kpọmkwem n'Enuburu. Ọ batara ebe a bụ His Royal Highness Eze Romanus Francis Iyoku, osote onye isi oche ndị otu jikọrọ ndị eze ọdịnala na Ebonyi steeti. Ọ bụ ya bụ nke mbụ. Ezokechima 3. Ọ bụ ekpochi dịkara bụ anyị na-asị ya nnọọ. Na-anabatakwa His Royal Highness Eze Otoni Nwezi, bụ onye isi oche, osote onye isi oche nke abụọ otu kansụl jikọrọ ndị eze na Ebonyi steeti. Wee na-anabatakwa His Royal Highness Eze Sunday N. Oketa, eze na-elekọta Echara community. Igbo ndị ọma nwe m, ndị na-achọ anyị Your Royal Highnesses, Your Royal Highnesses, Your Excellencies, onye ọbụla chiri nke o chiri nke o zelu, biko nụ, oge ruola mgbe anyị ga-anabata ndị band ndị na-etiri anyị egwu n'ebe a. Ana m akpọlitezi ụlaga ka ọ bịakwa n'egwu agba nke ọzọ, ka mmekunu mata na emume a na-eme ebe a taa. Ị na-ekiri ya na onyonyo niile, onyonyo pụta ihe n'ala anyị Nigeria. Ị na-ekiri ya na onyonyo NTA, Nigerian Television Authority, bụ the largest network in Africa. Ị na-ege ntị n'igwe mgbasa ozi ọkaibe na mba Africa, Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria. Ị na-ekiri ya ka o si ada. Ị ga-ekwu maka Radio Nigeria Unity FM Abakaliki na ndị zone anyị nọ n'Enugu, ọ na-ada ebe niile. Ị na-ekirikwu ya na Salt FM Television, Salt FM Radio. Dr. Engineer Timothy Nwachi, biko onye hụrụ Eze Oketa ya kelere m ya. Ị na-ekirikwa ihe na-eme taa na Channels Television. A ga-ekwu maka ndị ọzọ si ebe ọzọ dị iche iche, ndị bipụta akwụkwọ akụkọ na ndị oti mkpu dịka Mondo Ụzọ na Chibueze Mabasi.
Today is actually a wonderful day in the life of Ebonyans. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, will in no distant time, in less than 2 minutes, join us here at the Abakaliki Township Stadium. From the look of things, from the mammoth crowds that have gathered here to receive the president, you would know that Ebonyi State has indeed changed, that Ebonyans are indeed excited. They want to receive this man. They want to receive the #1 citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I must bring to your notice, I must let you know that in 10 years now, no president has visited Ebonyi State on a working visit. This is happening for the first time in 10 years. That is to show that the Ekobaro of our time is doing wonders. Ebonyi is on the rise. We want to thank very specially the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer David Umahi, for changing the face of Ebonyi State, for writing the name of Ebonyi State in the sand of time, for writing his name in the sand of time, for changing Ebonyi State from the dust of the nation that it used to be to the salt of the nation. Mr. President, sir, you are welcome to the salt of the nation. You are welcome to the land, the most peaceful state in Nigeria. The Grand Master of Infrastructure, I must say, which is Engineer David Umahi, deserves accolades for his achievement. He has done everything that needed to be done by anybody occupying this position for 8 years. In just 2 years, he has transformed and changed the face of Ebonyi State. The visit of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is a landmark achievement in the last 2 years of Governor David Umahi, as well as a testimony to the good working relationship between Ebonyi State government and the federal government.
Yes, sir.
President Muhammadu Buhari is in Ebonyi State, and in no distant time, he will be joining us here at the Abakaliki Township Stadium. Report reaching us is that the President is at the government house here in Abakaliki. And very shortly, we will be coming to the Abakaliki house. And we want to also bring you that the President has commissioned the big flyover, Tesco Junction, Tesco Junction.
Ije. Hold on. Shake it. Aha. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're wondering what is going on here. We are live at the Abakaliki Township Stadium, and this is presidential visit of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Working visit actually. And it is worthy of note that in 10 years now, no President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has visited Ebonyi State on a working visit. Now the visit of this man, the visit of the #1 citizen of Ebonyi State, the #1 citizen of Nigeria, is an eloquent testimony of what Engineer David Nweze Umahi is doing in Ebonyi State. Because if there were no flyovers for him to commission, the president wouldn't have come to Ebonyi State. If there were no good roads for him to commission, he wouldn't have been here. If there were no street lights, he wouldn't have been here to commission anything. If the Abakaliki Township Stadium was not remodeled, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria wouldn't have been here. If the water fountain were not all around Ebonyi State, the President wouldn't have visited Ebonyi State. He wouldn't have had any cause to come to Ebonyi State. And we want to thank very specially the wife of the governor of Ebonyi State, Chief Mrs. Rachel Umahi, the Ogo Wine, one of Ebonyi State, the most beautiful woman on earth. The woman who has decided not to sleep in order for Ebonyi women to have their rightful place. A woman who has decided not to sleep in order for Ebonyi children to have their rightful place. And this saying goes that when the righteous is on the throne, the people rejoice. Every successful man, indeed, there is a good woman. This woman has supported the husband in everything she's doing. If she has not supported, all these things wouldn't have been achieved. We want to thank you, ma'am, Chief Mrs. Rachel Umahi, the mother of Ebonyi State. Thank you so very much for your care, for your passion for Ebonyi women, for widows. We want to thank you. We want to appreciate you. Shows that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is already at the government house. That in no distant time, the #1 citizen of this nation will join us live at the Abakaliki Township Stadium. And from the look of things, Ebonyians are indeed ready to welcome him. The stadium is filled to capacity. Everybody seated. May I also bring to your notice that we have members of the Traditional Rulers Council, including their chairman, His Royal Highness Ezego Charles Nkuma. We have members of the State Executive Council. We have members of the Ebonyi State House of Assembly, including the Speaker of the Ebonyi State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Francis Ogbonnaya Nwifuru. May I also inform you that we have chairmen of local government areas already here seated, waiting to receive the #1 citizen of this nation. May I also inform you that security operators are all here, making sure that this atmosphere is very peaceful to receive the president.
Omiwu nke Ebonyi steeti nọkwa ebe a n'otu aka ahụ. Dịka m na-eletịpụ anya ahụkwa m rege nke ndị ụwa na bụ Princess Alụ Ibiam. Ndị otu ụlọ nzukọ Omiwu Ebonyi steeti n'otutu oke ha nọ ebe a n'ụbọchị taa wee bụrụ gịnị ịnabata onye isi ala.
Her Excellency, Mrs. Rachel Omar, Adi Mama Nidoke, Dagadis, Dagadat, Dagadis, Dagadat, Dagadis, Dagadat, Dagadis, Dagadat, Dagadis, Dagadat, Dagadis. I'm a free Francisco. I do my summer. And I'm one for you. Say and I'm one for your I do my summer, baby.
surrounding roads. And also to be commissioned by the President, Dr. Senator Opianwale, 700. Stadium. Also to be commissioned is the construction
Thank you very much, Olaga. May I, at this point in time, recognize the presence of the distinguished senator representing Ebonyi North Senatorial District, distinguished senator Dr. Sam Minyi Ewu, Akadi Kendibo, and of course the former governor of Ebonyi State. You are welcome, Igube. May I, at this point in time, also recognize the presence of the former Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the former LGF of the Federation of Nigeria, His Excellency Ayem Pius Anyim. You are welcome, sir. May I also recognize the presence of Engineer Fidelis, Dr. Gideon Ossi, the former coordinator Shabi Southeast, and former Commonwealth Ambassador. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome, sir. the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. African Dumatandio to Enugu State. Adeze International. Ebabuno. Ono Putanabo. Ebu Yoga Abula. Adeze International. Igana Namata, Chief Press Secretary to the Governor. Samson, you are welcome, sir. Adeze, Putanabo. Oya Buna Anapana. Afarobere Kobatabo. Muhammadu Buhari. Oya Napana. We're checking chere na ona bia. Oji ji obodo mu koma de homa. Ezi mo ma ga ji na ficha na no ho na no go. Oji gori oji last year. Ma bere si ye ga ma no ma he na no. Iba te Ebonyi jobo ụzọ. Adeze, sitere Enugu State. Adeze, Omeno.
Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Adeze. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I at this point invite the State Council for Arts and Culture. If they are ready, they should please come forward and entertain us. As I welcome the President General of Ohaneze Ndibo Worldwide, Chief Dr. John Nyanwodo. Our old is here with us. I would like to ask Council for Arts and Culture, please.
Government Ebonyi State, SSG, Pro State, UN Tetiko, Loko Mado, Deko Kurunambo Maka, Elder, Honorable Chima Emo Koro, Elder West Coordinator, Honorable Ojindo Kwa Yu, Elder SDC, Kamekwazi Kunomatan Evangelist Chukuma, Igwe, Ezokwa, Noka Nokweba, Mayor, Kaiware Igwoku Anyefe, Nakandi No Troop, Monday.
Please, as I invite Council for Arts and Culture, I want to welcome Chief Barrister Iduma Igariwe, representing Afipo South and Afipo North Federal Constituency in the National Assembly. I would like to also welcome Chief Sylvester Obaga, representing Abakaliki and the Z Federal Constituency. Once again, let me emphasize that their excellencies are here. Beginning with Her Excellency, the Mother of the State is seated, welcoming once again Chief Mrs. Rachel Ogon Naumaye. I would like to also welcome His Excellency, Barrister Eric Elechigwe, PhD, Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State of Nigeria, and his dear wife, Her Excellency, Chief Mrs. Etel Nenna Igwe, His Excellency, the former Governor of Ebonyi State. Once again, I welcome Senator Dr. Sam Ominye Egusioen and former First Lady, Chief Mrs. Eunice Okamaka Egu JP, Nedo Hare. I would like to welcome you very specially. The National Vice Chairman of PDP Southeast Zone is here with us, Chief Austin Omahe, Anyawundibo. I welcome you to the glory of God. Council for Arts and Culture, are you ready? If you're ready, 1 to go. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome His Excellency the Executive Governor of Abia State of Nigeria, Dr. Okezie Victor Ibazo. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Abia State, God's own state, is here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Ebonyi State Council for Arts and Culture. Your Excellencies, distinguished Ebonyans, let me formally welcome to this event His Excellency the Executive Governor of Abia State of Nigeria, the God-owned state, is here with us. Dr. Okezie Victor Ibazo is here. Please, can you put your hands together for His Excellency the Governor of Abia State? May I also welcome other members of the National Assembly of Ebonyi Extraction who are here on the constituency. Chief Lazarus of Good People of Ebonyi, Honorable Chukuma Mwazonko, you're most welcome. The lamp. Your attention is needed here, please.
Abakaliki Township Stadium for ebe ụmụafọ Ebonyi State ndị si ebe dị iche iche, ndị si kansụl ime obodo dị iche iche na steeti a, ogbe mmepe dị iche iche, ndị ji ọkwa ọrụ n'ogogo seneti nke obodo anyị, nakwa ndị ji ọkwa ọrụ na Ebonyi State, ndị si mba ụwa dị iche iche bụ ụmụafọ Ebonyi State. Lekwa ka onye isi ala anyị bụ Muhammadu Buhari ọ na-abata na ama egwuregwu ukwu steeti a. Evelyn, ịhụlanị na onye anyị na-ele anya ya na ọ wụchala.
The arrival of the
President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. President, you're welcome to the Abakaliki Township Stadium. Yes, Mr. President is here. Muhammadu Buhari himself is here. He's live right now at the Abakaliki Township Stadium. The hour we all have been waiting for has finally come, and that is to behold the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria live here at the Abakaliki Township Stadium, and he has finally arrived. You are welcome to the salt of the nation.
Na Ebonyi State na-ele ndị ọbịa pụrụ iche n'ụbọchị taa. Ndị so onye isi ala anyị wee bịa njem n'ala Ebonyi State n'ụbọchị taa gụnyere Gọvanọ Victor Ikpeazụ achị Abia State, ọ nọ ebe a n'ụbọchị taa. N'otu aka ahụ, Gọvanọ Owele Rochas Okorocha na-achị Imo State, ọ nọkwa n'ala Ebonyi State. Cheta na minista na-ahụ maka sayensị na ịhụnanya na ikuku dị iche o nwere ka o si wee na-efu iji gosi na
President of the Federal Republic live here at the Abakaliki Township's honor is live.
You want it. Someone of us don't stay. You are a very good friend to our governor. You are the God of miracles and wonders. When you made it, can't you? Oh, you are the God of miracles and wonders. Ambulance serpent and scorpion. I am walking authority. Children of God, walking in dominion. I am walking in dominion. You are a child of God that's walking authority. I am walking in dominion. Oh, I am walking in dominion. I am walking in dominion. Chineke ngeriwe. Ezi nani kadi. Omi ibo singi kawani. Ogara kabonye mchemame. Chineke ngeriwe. Ndi Ebonyi sini kadi. Omi ibo singi kawani. Echele. Eze ni kadi. Uwe ebi chukwu. Omogi singi kawani. Bikadile. Ogara kabonye mchemame. Ọ̀rọ̀ mú chike n'igwe. Chineke ngeriwe. Ọmọka chiele. Eze n'ịga n'iru ebighị Chukwu. Ụmụ gị si gị gawa n'iru. Ọgara ebonye njem ọnụ. Etoriwo n'akụkụ niile dị n'ụwa. Ọ dịghị onye jiri gị. Ebere onye yiri gị n'ime atụle. Otu eze gị ga n'igwe. Chukwu nyere anyị flyover. Chukwu mere ka echeta ndị ihe na-anwụ. His Excellency abịa kpọkọchie ya ọnụ eyi. Osi na Abuja abịa ka ọ tụpịa ya ọnụ. His Excellency corruption na-enweghị iwe. Ọ bịara ka o leta ka anyị bụ Ebonyi n'ebe o. Buhari ka Chukwu gọzie gị. Ebonyi is here to welcome you. You can see the whole stadium is filled. Those outside the stadium, my mother. Just was to enter the stadium now. To show you how we love you. There is no discrimination in Ebonyi. Ebonyi people are one. Ebonyi people go fully. Check and you can cross around you. All of you been getting on you. Her excellency, and you can follow you. Amaraya Baroba de Bimbo. Oh, the one of the Audio. People, Governor Okezi Bazu, people kwara na Ebonyi nwere mma. Ezi Chukwu emezuwo nkwa ya, okwu Chukwu emezuwo n'iru anyị. Chukwu ji ya na-alụrụ ya ọrụ, Jizọs ji ya na-eje enye ozi, Ọkpara Chukwu ji ya lụrụ anyị ọrụ, eze ndị eze ji ya lụrụ anyị ọrụ. Ibete na Ebonyi tata, ịgbawa n'abalị gbanye light gị ọnụ, ma ọ bụkwa na ị ga-echeta ya, mgbidi gị kefu ichefuo ya. Ọtụtụ is always on, Ebonyi street light is always made the Lord. Anyị bụ dị ebe amụrụ nwa ọhụrụ, amụrụ eze eluigwe n'ụlọ. Our ministers, you are welcome. Our dear minister, His Excellency Simona Batunu, ndị ọma anyị ji mmanụ, Abuja kunu nọ n'alụrụ anyị ọnụ. A special recognition to the senators and the members of House of Representatives. My Lord will grant you St. Johnny when you will be going back to Abuja. Ebonyi State Ibofu, Kanna Batagi, His Excellency. His Excellency lay. Ugo, get. Minister for Science and Technology. You are welcome to your home. Ebonyi people are proud of you. Everyone will look you. Kachina kenda do logo. Uncle the number the very party. Ebonyi amora ayo tumwa. Esi chike bezu waya. Ebonyi na nyibo fuo. No matter your party affiliation. Ebonyi State, that is why he's been sitting up. Everything you're hearing from us is a sound of joy today. We cannot express our joy, our happiness today. Nobody else Jehovah. Jimeri Sinkukuno. Ndị Ebonyi gwa m ihu n'uwere o. Enwere ọṅụ n'ime Jizọs. Ọṅụ na-adịgide ebi. Ide. Oge ruola mma ị ga-eme mara. Ihe dịwo mma. Oge ruola mma ị ga-eme mara. Ihe dịwo mma. Oge ruola mma ị ga-eme mara. Ihe dịwo mma. Oge ruola mma ị ga-eme mara. Ebere gị. Ọka ide. Ohere ka ime ya. Anyị uche Chineke zuwere ya. Ma ime ya. Onye ji Ebonyi ma lee ihe ifo. Ele Just 44, always 44, and she's 44 years old. And she's so up to one. At a man
Muhammadu Buhari Abakaliki Township Stadium. Obia Puriche n'ala Ebonyi State. Muhammadu Buhari Brebubu Abakaliki Township Stadium ugbu lekwa ka Governor Umahi na-achị Ebonyi State ji obi ụtọ na ọchị wee na-anabata onye isi ala anyị n'ama egwuregwu Abakaliki Township Stadium. Anyị na-asị gị nnọọ enyi ọha nnọọ onye isi ala obodo Nigeria Evelyn Aligwe. Oga ha kara aka eruola.
Thank you, Sandra Okorichukwu. The hour we all have been waiting. Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Excellency Muhammadu Buhari has finally arrived at the Abakaliki Township Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. National
Father Dr. Abraham Wale and Alhaji Ibrahim Amma for Christian and Muslim prayers respectively. Father. Alhaji Ibrahim Amma, please. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Almighty Father, all authorities comes from you. Thank you for the gift of our dear nation, Nigeria. Thank you for the gift of our dear state. Thank you for this special privilege of having our dear president. Thank you for the endow us with the gifts of peace and security. Endow us with the gift of true awesome truth. Be with us today, that your presence will beautify this our gathering to your glory. This we ask, and in God's name we pray. For the Father, Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Okay.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, Ihdina siratal mustaqim. We pray you Allah, we pray you Allah to protect our governor, Allah to give him the wisdom to continue the good work he is doing for Ebonyi State. We pray the Almighty Allah that you shall give our leaders the wisdom to continue to lead Nigerians. Continue to bless them for the ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحان ربك رب العزة عما Allah has answered our prayers.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief Umahi, distinguished Nigerians who are here, very much.
Welcome the number one citizen
Council for Arts and
of
Culture,
the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Adeze Cultural Jubilee.
So please proceed for cultural display. Thank you. If you're not ready, we shall invite another group, and then say, Council for Arts and Culture and Hausa Community. And please.
Nwanne na onye isi ala anyị nọsa iji ke obi jupụtara ụmụafọ Ebonyi steeti na aṅụrị ịhụta onye isi ala anyị bụ Muhammadu Buhari ndị na-apụta n'ọgbọ ugbo abụọ ndị otu egwu ndị Hausa Ebonyi steeti na agbụrụ ndị ọzọ nọ n'Ebonyi steeti
showers of blessing, showers of blessing we need. Many drops round us of upon a shower we breathe.
Thank you very much, the Lamb. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we now take a very special performance from our community in Ebonyi State. Are you ready, please? Okay, let's go.
Goes to show that Ebonyi.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies, to address us. May I, Your Excellency, Chief Francis Oji, please kindly come forward. The representative of the Muslim communities, may I invite Alhaji Mohammed Sule, the Yoruba communities, Alhaji R.K. Abu Kabir. Let me also invite the Ambassador Frank Obuewo to please step forward. The Chairman of Christian Association of Nigeria, Mwali, to please come forward. To also come forward. President General of Ohanes and Igbo, Dr. Modo.
No, and I led a delegation of Southeast leaders to your office in Abuja. In our meeting with you, we had very frank, you approved pension for some identified vice president at a time most of the federal infrastructure in Igbo land is broken. The Enugu Court Road is in annexation of revenue due to our states and local governments because of marginalization and the creation of local governments and states, but also because only 9% of nationally generated power is allocated to the southeast. Gas reserves that abound in the southeast are being piped to Lagos and northern Nigeria without any of hunger and starvation pervade our land, Mr. President. This is a very dangerous environment for peace owing to widespread disease under your watch. The declining revenue of the country, we propose that a concession of federal roads in the southeast be given to the southeast governors so that partnering with private investors, we can build the roads ourselves to our taste and standards, assuring you of its durability. Upgrade them to standard gauges. Your Excellency,
on behalf of the founding fathers of Ebonyi State, may I very humbly invite His Excellency Chief.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, the founding fathers of Ebonyi State are greatly happy. Auspicious visit pressed in eastern Nigeria from the 2A. The body is neither a creation of legislative nor the executive. They simply exist on their own as independent and impartial advisory body to offer advice to chief executive of each state. The founding fathers are not a political party. Since the creation of the state by the military administration of first elected executive governor of the state, His Excellency Dr. Sam Ominyi Ewo. Your Excellency, the President of is necessary to inform you that the dreams of founding fathers of the state have to a very large extent been realized in terms of economic development have been made. In provision under the David Mweze Umahi for his supportive contribution to the development of Ebonyi State. Your government in no small way has been supportive to Ebonyi State. This is particularly seen by your visit to Ebonyi State today. Your Excellency, while we continue to thank God for the restoration of your life, to enable, I will pray.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, subsequent speakers is 1 minute, please. Let me invite Alhaji Mohammed Sule on behalf of Muslim communities. 1 minute.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Engineer David Mweze Umahi Akubaroha, and his brother governors of various states here present, other dignitaries here present, all protocols duly and most respectfully observed. We, the northern community residing in Ebonyi State, heartily welcome you to Ebonyi State, at the same time thanking Almighty Allah for sparing your life for us during a successful medical vacation abroad. We pray that Allah in His infinite mercy will continue to guide and protect you throughout your tenure in the office, so that the common man will continue to enjoy your administration's laudable policies such as anti-corruption war, which is fast elevating Nigeria in the world rating, making Nigeria a conducive. Our teeming unemployed youth are numerous policies. Permit me to also give honor to whom honor is due. Amiable and indefatigable Governor, Engineer David Mweze, actively disseminated body information and policies of the federal government. He is a detribalized leader that embraces all, despite tribal, religious, ethnic, or, like you said during your campaign into
Your Excellency, the only message I have for you, made us a single family. We are happy to welcome you to Ebonyi. Rest assured that the governor here is a governor that deserves to come to Abuja as a federal staff. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished Senator Julius Aliocha.
Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, Your Excellency the Governor of Ebonyi State, all other protocols duly observed. I salute all Nigerians emphatically that what is happening today in Ebonyi State is the exemplification of miracle. That a state that sometime featured as rejected stone today has become a shining light in the Committee of States in Nigeria. Your Excellency, we thank you very sincerely for coming today to share your kindness, your love, your humility, and your oneness of Nigeria with the people of Nigeria and the great people of Ebonyi State. Your Excellency, I must commend you from what the President of Ohanese told us today. The payment of ex-servicemen of Biafra, healing the wounds that had lasted for over 53 years. This is a show of concern. It is that recession cancer is leaving Nigeria as of now. We commend you, Mr. President. The insecurity that is a very important route for all Nigerians, and we are sure that Mr. President will certainly address it to a logical conclusion. It is a bridge that has defied all other administration. We commend you, Mr. President. We thank you, our leader, our father, and the the father of a new Nigeria.
Your Excellencies, at this point, may I invite His Excellency Ambassador Frank Nchita Ogbewo on behalf of Elders Council. Your Excellency, sir.
Your Excellency, Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mr. President, Your Excellency, I did say a few hours ago that your coming to Ebonyi State is a testimony to what you said after your inauguration. I want to say, Excellency, that you are coming today, you have succeeded in uniting the issues back to Nigeria. A good leader. You are showing a sign that you don't really bother about party. You are showing that you are living above party divide. You are a true president. You are coming to Ebonyi State, Your Excellency, is a testimony of your goodness to the people of Ebonyi State. Actually, led us or gave us opportunity to enjoy what is happening today, because he is a pragmatic leader that know that the right thing to do is to extend hand of friendship to the place supposed to do that, and he did exactly that. And today we are now enjoying the benefit of his obedience, or in other words, intelligence, to relate to the federal government. Yes, I want to say here and now that the elders of the Ebonyi State are in full support of our governor in the relationship that exists between him and presidency, and we shall continue to support the governor. Mr. Governor, go ahead. Mr. Governor, carry on. Ndewo.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Ambassador Ogbewo, and Association of Nigeria, Ebonyi State. Father.
Your Excellency, our dear President, established protocol. As men of God, we are not here to enumerate the infrastructural and social needs of the society. It has been taken care of by our elders and founding fathers of the state. Our role as religious men of the Christian body of Christ in Ebonyi State remains that of three: counsel, gratitude, and prayer. We thank God that we have a state. We thank God for our dear nation, which comes from God, unity and the peace of our dear nation. We pray for the religious freedom of our dear nation. Continue to insist on the religious freedom on which our constitutional right is built. As a secular state, we are all free to express their belief in their God. Our dear President, we thank you for thinking outside the box on the needs to diversify our economy agriculturally. People of God and members of the Christ body of Ebonyi State, I cherish and will continue to appreciate that. But it requires the strong will, especially towards a bill of grazing restricting our herdsmen, that our little agricultural input may be preserved, while we look forward to your permission and that development of irrigation. Thank you for coming to the state. Continue to pray for your life, continue to pray for your health, and more importantly, that all Christians, Muslims, and non-Muslims and non-Christians will remain one integral members of our dear nation. Thank you.
Osibondo, you are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief, the Governor of Ebonyi State, other governors here present, Mr. President, I salute you, sir. I'm very happy to be here. I came here last 2000, about 17 years ago. The place changed. From Enugu, everywhere changed. Change, cleanness, orderliness, truth. Yeah, the governor, I'm very happy that we are doing what we are sent here to do, to change your people. There was a time they were opposing it. Only Northerner can do that, this Nigeria, the Northerners. The same Northerner, like somebody like Buhari, after another 4 years, 8 years in presidency, we give Igbos power. Nobody else will do that. Only Buhari. We don't know any power here, can I Buhari? Oh, Buhari will give us power. We transfer the presidency to Igbo man. Because he has conscience. He takes a decision. It doesn't bother who you are, where you come from. Now, Mr. President, I'm very happy. Somebody like Umeha is a young man who fears God, who thinks about the poor like yourself. Give him power to lead Igbo people and Nigeria as a whole. I'm very grateful. I salute you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Bondo, thank you very much. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my dear good people of Ebonyi State of Nigeria, join me as I invite our great leader and son, a man who transformed Ebonyi State, a man who changed the face of Ebonyi State, a God-fearing leader, the leader we know, a leader we respect, His Excellency, Engineer Dr. David Umahi, Executive Governor of Ebonyi State of Nigeria and Chairman Southeast Governors Forum.
nke ụmụafọ Ebonyi steeti ozi nnọọ nke ụmụafọ Aligbo South East nye onyeisi ala anyị bụ Muhammadu Buhari.
The governor of Ebonyi State mounting the podium, dancing in excitement. From what we can see, the governor, the grandmaster of infrastructure, is obviously happy. Ladies and gentlemen, the governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer David Umahi.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. President, we love you. If you love our president, put your hands together for our president. Thank you. Your Excellency, our father, our leader, our president, our transformer, our lifter, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. You are welcome to the south of the nation, our President. Your Excellency, my dear wife and friends, Your Excellency, my brother governor who came all the way, my dependable partner, brother and friend, the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State, and your wife, Your Excellencies, for want of time, Your Excellency, our very dear President, this is an address I am presenting to you, our dear President, on behalf of the people of Ebonyi State. Your Excellency, our very dear President, we have had many occasions to say thank you for your illustration. Your spirit of generosity towards this young state has been so consistent, so genuine, and so free from any form of unusual manipulation on the conferment of two chiefs of Ebonyi State. That is the leader of Igbo land and the entire Southeast Traditional Rulers Council respectively. Kindness and admiration have grown in depth and profundity, especially after the remarkable courage and bravery that you showed in the course of your personal challenges in the recent months. Your state visit today, our dear President, is yet another moment that will be engraved in the hearts of Ebonyans for eternity. In one stroke, you have washed away what was beginning to appear as pariah statues for us
for we have not had a presidential visit to Ebonyi State for over a decade, whereas Ebonyi State we welcome you, our dear President and Father, to the salt of our nation. That you have chosen to honor us in this grand fashion, not minding differences in political affiliations, is a clear demonstration. If any was ever needed, that you are truly a statesman and the father of the nation. Truly, our dear President, you belong to all of us and to none of us exclusively. Your Excellency, apart from honoring us today with your distinguished presence that you have extended to my humble self and to the patriotic citizens of this salt of the nation, Ebonyi, let me implore your Excellency's indulgence to make specific references to the dramatic and positive difference your steadfast support has made to the lives of ordinary Ebonyans in the area of agriculture, particularly the expansion of our rice production and processing capacity. The truly inspired budget supports him, without which our far-reaching infrastructural development of the state would have been a mere pipe dream. What about the bailout funds and the Paris Club reforms, both of which form the solid bedrock upon which we have achieved the feat of consistent and timely payment of worker salaries right from the inception of our administration in 2015. And lately, the payment of pension and gratuity not only to 96 to date. We may not still remember that before the transformation program of Mr. President, a bag of fertilizer in Nigeria was going between 12,000 and 15,000. But through his efforts today, we buy fertilizer the same weight, 50 kg, for between 5,000 and 5,500 naira. Can you put your hands together for our transformer? Permit me, Your Excellency, to single out some members of your team for special commendation in the critical areas of agriculture and solid minerals. Let me thank our President, our dear Mr. Godwin Emefiele, our dear Kemi Adesina, the Minister of Finance, and also my good friend, Honorable Minister of Solid Mineral, His Excellency Kemi Kayode, together with Mr. Uche Oji, the Director of Sovereign Wealth Fund. These people, Your Excellency, together with your Chief of Staff, have picked up your initiatives on transformation of agriculture, and they have deepened that process. For this, we are thankful to you and we are celebrating it. On a very personal note, Your Excellency's goodwill towards me, by inviting me to join the very small and select number of your team to the United States in the just concluded 72nd regular session of the United Nations General Assembly is a measure of personal recognition that shall long endure in my memory. Thank you, our dear President. Is something wrong with the hands of my people? Will you put your hands together for Mr. President? Thank you. Thank you.
Karigo, presidency,
It was precisely that auspicious occasion that availed me the opportunity in New York to request a private meeting between Your Excellency and the leaders of the Southeast. I did so in my capacity as the chairman of Southeast Governors Forum. You granted the request without hesitation, and more astonishingly, it is my humble duty. The decision to include Southeast Zone in the rail modernization project of the federal government is testimony to you being a man of your words. Similarly, it is now obvious to us in this part of the country, political gimmicks, yet again, the progress that is being made in respect of
forms one of the most significant. I must pay great tribute to Your Excellency for the recent historical side in the course of the Nigerian Biafran Civil War. It stands in my mind as perhaps one of the most remarkable examples of rehabilitation in the history of our nation. Your Excellency may recall that when the military embarked on Operation Python Dance in the southeast to rid considerable tension and restive mood are undertaken to restore calmness, chances of presidential commendation over our modest achievements, especially in the area of rice production expansion program in our dear state, Ebonyi. Now that you are here, our dear President, you can bear direct witness to the relentless and historical efforts that we have made in the last couple of years. Dual carriage flyover bridges along the Trans-Saharan African Highway, each measuring 700 meters. If time had permitted, we would have also presented the third dual carriage flyover bridge, which is over 80% completed, for the inspection of Mr. President. We also thank Your Excellency for the commission of 14.5-kilometer Abakaliki-Afikpo Federal Road that forms a part of our modest record of achievement in the last 2 years. You will recall that you granted us permission to execute this project and then to toll it in order to recoup the considerable financial investment that went into that project. There are many other roads that we would have loved you to commission. For example, the Nkalagwe-Hamu Federal Road connecting Ebonyi, Benue State and leading to Nigeria, the first indigenous cement factory in the Republic of Nigeria. We reconstructed this 15.5-kilometer with concrete pavement. Others are 2 completed state roads, namely Hilltop Agbajawofe Road with 2 bridges measuring 23.8 kilometer and constructed with concrete rigid pavement. The road leading to the Federal University in Ikwo, which is constructed with concrete rigid pavement and coated with asphalt and measuring 18.5 kilometer. Next time we have the honor of welcoming you back to Ebonyi State, you will commission them, Your Excellency. Your Excellency has already laid the foundation stone for 1 kilometer combination of a tunnel and flyover bridge leading to the Ebonyi Mall. Our government has taken the liberty of naming the flyover bridge, which we expect to be completed within 12 months after our dear President Muhammadu Buhari. The world-class design Ebonyi Mall, which we shall embark upon immediately and have the expectation of completing them within 12 months. A 1 billion accident emergency federal hospital project within the Federal Medical Center, Abakaliki. Let me inform our dear President that we built the Lassa Center that is serving the entire Southeast and South-South for the federal government here in Ebonyi State. Upon their completion, we hope to invite our President to commission these projects. Further presentation for Your Excellency inspection today is Agricultural and Solid Mineral Resource Exhibition Center in our government house. In assessing the itinerary we have presented to Your Excellency this afternoon, let me within the Abakaliki Capital Territory. We of course have many more completed projects in all the local government areas comprising of state and federal projects, especially in the areas of agriculture, roads and bridges, electricity, water scheme, health, human empowerment program, and solid mineral resources, to mention just but a few. Let me also inform Your Excellency that we have saved and stepped aside the sum of 2 billion, and we've attracted 2 billion from the Bank of Industry to assist our civil servants to get some the same, another billion from Bank of Industry, provided the industry or factory will be located here in Ebonyi State. By so doing, Your Excellency, we want to deepen your program in agriculture and solid mineral, and we intend to curate. Your Excellency, there is no part of this state that we complain in terms of marginalization of projects as one family. Thank you. Thank you. Your Excellency has done much for us, but we are still very humbly appealing for more to be done. One, the shale gas project in Imo States in the southeast, we benefit from the gas supply from that project at the earliest opportunity. I passionately appeal to Mr. President to issue a direct in the zone, a lamented one, and that is the only one in Ebonyi State, which is the Obobara to Ferekpe Road, in addition to the ones that my president has mentioned. While I appeal for more federal appointment for citizens from the southeast, I must also thank Your Excellency for Ebonyans that you have deemed worthy to give the responsibility of serving our nation. Ebonyi State has been making steady progress in its rice production efforts, but we are gravely hampered by the absence of irrigation infrastructure. Thus, we are limited to a single cycle of wet season farming. The establishment of irrigation infrastructure relying on our complex chain of rivers we see us to quadruple our rice production capacity in the next 2 to 3 years. Your Excellency, let me humbly draw your kind attention to the fact that here in Ebonyi State we have about 30 dam sites suitable for irrigation, but none of them is functional. It will be a great boost to our efforts in the expansion of agricultural production capacity if you could kindly direct that they be fixed as soon as possible. Number 6, the rural roads that we assist in our agricultural activities are totally dilapidated, and our method of farming remains largely non-mechanized. Your Excellency, the 199 kilometer ring road, which connects 8 out of 13 local government areas in the state, is in deplorable condition, and yet this singular road has the potential to dramatically multiply the economy of the state several folds, as it provides access to the nerve centers of our farmlands and solid mineral deposits. Your Excellency, you had graciously approved our request for a loan facility from the African Development Bank through the federal government. But it saddens me to report that they even took the state government ADB Islamic Bank industries and factories. We implore the President to do something for us in this direction. We have numerous rivers in the state. Some will tremendously improve our power situation and ultimately improve the economic capacity and well-being of our people. Dear President, we have invested so much in complementing the efforts of the federal government through the construction of federal government did not capture most of these projects in the federal ministry with a view to carrying out comprehensive evaluation of what we have done in this regard. Finally, Your Excellency, we appeal that Your Excellency do consider Ebonyi State is very good. We want to assure you that we continue thanks to the magnanimity of the late General Sani Abacha after decades of neglect, maltreatment and marginalization. We were rescued from unimaginable suppression, and today we are rising. And in rising, he has taken another general, a man of compassion and goodwill, to provide Ebonyi with the support with which you are today proudly punching above our weight. We thank you, our president of our nation, and please count on our support for your administration. Your Excellency,
opening remark there. Thank you very much. The man who has written the name of Ebonyi in the sand of time. The man who has decided not to sleep in order for Ebonyi people to have a sense of belonging. His Excellency, the Governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer David Umahi.
That was the voice of our great leader, the Governor of Ebonyi State. At this point, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when it will be time for Mr. President to address us, the following persons will be requested to join him: the governors and deputy governor, the President General of Ohanes Ndigbo, the former Governor of Ebonyi State, Chairman Traditional Rulers Council, Senator Anyim Paus Anyim, Chairman Elders Council, serving ministers, are expected at that point to join His Excellency Mr. President. Thank you very much, our great son and leader, the governor. Thank you.
Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished Ebonians, my dear brothers and sisters, may I very humbly, at this point of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Mr. President, you are most welcome.
Our dear President, we love you so much.
The #1 citizen of Nigeria.
States.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, in the National Assembly, former governors of Ebonyi State, my Lord, the Chief Judge of Ebonyi State, and members of the State Judiciary, members of the Ebonyi State Executive Council, founding fathers and elders of Ebonyi State, opinion leaders, and the Ebonyi Igbo pioneer to be in Abakaliki today to interact with good people of this state and indeed the Southeast region as a whole. I want to express my gratitude for their hospitality and warm reception since our arrival in Abakaliki some hours ago. In the last 3 hours, I have commissioned some landmark projects and laid the foundation stone for the Ebonyi City Mall and the flyover bridge projects. I commend His Excellency Governor David Ebonyi for his vision and commitment to the development of my visit. I also had the honor and privilege and advocacy of free primary education and rural development will continue to be an inspiration to all. I am also grateful to the people of Ebonyi as well as the Southeast traditional rulers who today bestowed on me traditional titles. to be in the Ebonyi one. I am in Yoma one good friend. So I thank you for this honor and the kind gesture. My presence here today is a demonstration of our strong belief in the unity of Nigeria as the most populous country in Africa, with over 300 ethnic groups. Our diversity is almost unique among the nations. The people of the Southeast are known for their ingenuity, industrial and commercial talent. There